goalkeeping by Banks. And Gordon Banks, having lost 2 FA Cup finals with Leicester, now just a few seconds away from winning one with Stoke, and he's done it! Stoke have won, to the delight of their bench and their supporters.
This is the story of one of England's finest goalkeepers, Gordon Banks, whose life was a roller coaster of amazing highs and difficult lows. From the football grounds to personal challenges, his life is full with both difficult situations and amazing saves. Gordon's narrative is about dealing with life's ups and downs, as well as sports. Born on December 30th, 1937, in Sheffield's Abiddale, Gordon Banks grew up in a modest, hard-working family in the Tinsley and Capcliffe neighbourhoods. Life wasn't easy in those days, especially after the war, and these early years in a typical neighbourhood taught him a lot about perseverance and strength. One of their most tragic experiences was when Gordon's disabled brother was robbed and attacked. He did not survive, and the family went through a very trying period. This incident was one of many that strengthened Gordon. Even as a young child, he had to learn how to deal with extremely trying circumstances. His early football career was all about pursuing his passion and demonstrating his abilities without the glitz and glamour of large stadiums. Gordon Banks began his football career on humble local fields, playing for amateur teams called Millper and Raw Marsh Welfare. These weren't big clubs with fancy facilities, but it was here that his natural talent for the game really began to shine. He loved the game and showed it every time he played. This is where he first stood out as a goalkeeper, ding 4 saves, and displaying a kind of skill that you don't see every day. Gordon was soon discovered by a more professional squad due to his talent between the goalposts. Chesterfield Football Club. His journey in professional football began when he joined Chesterfield in 1953, but it wasn't all smooth sailing. Gordon had to work hard and overcome any obstacles when he first started with Chesterfield. He wasn't the star player right away and had to prove himself. His debut for the club's first team came in 1958, which was a significant moment that showed he had advanced to a higher level of the game. This time was crucial for Gordon because it was about learning, growing, and dealing with the challenging aspects of football. Gordon Banks' career really took off when he joined Leicester City. This move was a big deal. It meant he was playing for one of the top teams in England at Leicester City and became a star. He was amazing in goal, especially in big matches like the FA Cup finals, but the crowning moment at Leicester was in 1964 when the team won the League Cup. Gordon was a huge part of that victory. His saves were incredible, and it was clear to everyone watching that he was one of the best goalkeepers. Around this period at Leicester wasn't just about playing football, it was about Gordon proving he was among the best in the country. In 1963, something really special happened. Gordon played for England's national team for the first time. This was a dream come true for any player, and Gordon made the most of it. He became England's first choice goalkeeper and played a huge part in one of the country's most famous moments in football, the 1966 World Cup. England won the World Cup that year, and Gordon was a key player. His skills in goal were a big reason England did so well. The 1970 World Cup in Mexico was another big moment for Gordon with the England team, but this tournament had a strange twist for him. Just before a crucial quarter-final match, Gordon got really sick. Some people even thought he might have been poisoned, although no one knows for sure. Because he was sick, he couldn't play in that important game against West Germany, and England ended up losing. This incident is still talked about today and is part of the mystery and drama of football history. During the 1970 World Cup, Gordon Banks was elected FIFA Goalie of the Year once, but 6 times. One of his most remarkable moments that football fans still talk about today. This award is significant because it acknowledged him as the world's best goalkeeper. However, the accolades didn't end there. In recognition of his exceptional career and his status as one of the greatest players in English football history, he was also inducted into the English Football Hall of Fame. These honours and recognitions were given in commendation of Gordon Banks' hard work, dedication, and influence on the game, not just his skill. In October 1972, Banks suffered one of the most difficult times of his life when he was involved in a terrible car accident that completely altered his life. life. The accident was so bad that he lost sight in his right eye. For a goalkeeper, seeing clearly is everything, so this was a huge blow. It wasn't just painful physically, but also emotionally, as it meant he couldn't play professional football in England anymore. This accident was a turning point in his life, marking the end of one chapter and the start of a completely different kind of challenge. But Gordon Banks wasn't someone who gave up easily. In a show of incredible resilience and determination, he made a comeback that surprised everyone. In 1977, he started playing for the Fort Lauderdale Strikers in the North American Soccer League NASL. This was remarkable because playing top-level football with vision in just one eye is extremely difficult, yet Gordon didn't just play, he excelled. He performed so well that he was named NASL Goalkeeper of the Year. This comeback wasn't just about playing football again, it was a testament to his strength, his spirit, and his refusal to let setbacks keep him down. Gordon Banks changed how goalkeepers play football. He was much more than just a last line of defense. He was an essential part of his team's strategy. Banks was renowned for his coolness, solid placement, and fast reactions. He wasn't just good at stopping goals under pressure, he was also good at starting his team's attacks. He was among the first to truly consider how young goalkeepers should play, not just how they save, and his technique of making diving saves and catching crosses set a new standard. Banks' excellent attitude and professionalism also made him stand out. He put a lot of effort into improving himself and setting an example for future goals. After his incredible goalkeeping career, Banks essentially elevated the position of goalkeeper in football and increased its reputation. Even though he was no longer making saves on the field, Gordon Banks remained very involved in football. He managed Telford United for a short time, imparting his wealth of knowledge and experience to younger players. Banks also continued to be active in the football community, attending events, interacting with supporters, and providing his knowledgeable commentary through speaking engagements and charitable activity outside of football. He dedicated himself to assisting others, especially in the area of health difficulties. Gordon's personal life also had its ups and downs. He was married to Ursula and had a family together, but like many long-term partnerships, they had their share of difficulties. Gordon and Ursula separated for a while before getting back together, proving that even football legends have personal problems. Gordon also faced financial challenges after retirement, which he had to overcome because managing money wasn't as simple as saving goals. Later in life, Gordon Banks faced another difficult opponent, but this time it wasn't on the football field. He fought kidney cancer, a serious health issue that tried his fortitude and bravery. Gordon didn't keep his problems to himself. He turned into a health champion, using his celebrity and experience to spread knowledge and help those facing same challenges. Throughout his health battles, Gordon shared his thoughts and feelings with us, giving us a window into his resilience. He frequently talked about the value of remaining upbeat and persevering through difficult times. His work in the health sector was not just about fighting his own disease, it was also about helping others, demonstrating the same team spirit he had on the football field, but in a completely different arena. His thoughts were encouraging, demonstrating that his will to succeed on the football field was equal to his strength in overcoming obstacles in life. Gordon's perspective on his health struggles were a real representation of his character. He was a man who never gave up, no matter how difficult things got. His words and deeds inspired everyone who heard his story, not just himself. Gordon Banks has left a genuinely amazing legacy in football and beyond. He is regarded as a symbol of unyielding fortitude and tenacity in the face of hardship. In addition to being a football hero, football fans around the world will never forget his amazing saves, particularly the one against Pelé. But it was more than only his goalkeeping prowess that distinguished him. It was also his capacity to overcome the most difficult obstacles in life, such as losing one eye or fighting cancer. Gordon Banks demonstrated to the world that real strength comes from taking on obstacles head-on with bravery and a never-say-die mentality. Far beyond the football field, Gordon's journey has served as an inspiration. Anyone going through their own personal problems, whether they be related to their health or pursuing their aspirations, can relate to this narrative. Many people have found hope and strength in Gordon Banks's advocacy work in the health industry and his candid conversations about his battle with illness. He is a shining example of how the human spirit can overcome hardship. His legacy extends beyond his football career and encompasses his influence on people's lives, demonstrating the transformative power of tenacity, fortitude, and optimism.